Breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
Donna Brazile, the former Democratic National Committee chairman, just dropped a bombshell about the former failed presidential candidate, Hillary Clinton. Brazile, who confessed to slipping Hillary the debate questions, admits to shutting her blinds so snipers could not see her, after she learned of an unsolved murder implicating Clinton's secret role. Brazile said she fears for her life, and she knew the best way to stay alive was to go public. You don't want to miss this. Donna Brazile is sending shockwaves throughout the Clinton crime cartel as she goes public with bombshell accusations, implying the former Secretary of State and her minions were involved in the murder of DNC staffer Seth Rich. Brazile knows, for legal reasons, she cannot just come out and say, Seth Rich was murdered by the Clinton crime cartel, but she uses language that makes it clear that is exactly what she thinks happened. Zero Hedge reports, in the aftermath of WikiLeaks' decision to publish a cache of emails stolen from the DNC's servers, Donna Brazile says she became increasingly paranoid about both possible Russian efforts to sway the election. Surprisingly, she says top Democrats initially instructed her not to discuss her concerns with others. The report goes on, her fears only intensified, she says, after the mysterious shooting of former campaign staffer Seth Rich, who the authorities said was killed during a robbery, though many so-called conspiracy theorists have speculated about a possible Democratic plot to kill Rich for his role in leaking the stash of DNC emails to WikiLeaks. Brazile's anxiety eventually spiraled out of control, to the point where she feared for her own life while serving as interim chairwoman of the DNC. Brazile writes that she was haunted by the still unsolved murder of DNC data staffer Seth Rich and feared for her own life, shutting the blinds to her office window so snipers could not see her, and going as far as installing surveillance cameras at her home. Brazile mentions that top Democrats initially instructed her not to discuss her concerns with others. What concerns? Concerns that the DNC was hacked by the Russians. Why would top Democrats who are the Clinton camp, who Brazile admits ran the DNC, tell her not to say anything about the hack? At the same time, the DNC, aka Clinton camp, refuses to turn over the hacked servers for forensic examination to the FBI. Seth Rich, who has access to the DNC's most sensitive info as a computer tech, was murdered on July 8, 2016, just 2 weeks before the DNC convention. He was shot, assassination style, and nothing was taken. The theory is that Rich, who was a Bernie Sanders supporter, found out Hillary had a dirty deal in place with the DNC, where, in essence, no other candidate but Hillary ever had a chance at the nomination. Donna Brazile found the signed agreement too, as she writes in her book. When I got back from a vacation in Martha's Vineyard, I at last found the document that described it all, the joint fundraising agreement between the DNC, the Hillary Victory Fund, and Hillary for America. The agreement signed by Amy Dacey, the former CEO of the DNC, and Robbie Mook, Hillary's campaign manager, with a copy to Mark Elias, Hillary's dirty attorney who did the Uranium One deal, specified that in exchange for raising money and investing in the DNC, Hillary would control the party's finances, strategy, and all the money raised. Her campaign had the right of refusal of who would be the party communications director, and it would make final decisions on all the other staff. The DNC also was required to consult with the campaign about all other staffing, budgeting, data, analytics, and mailings. Brazile became DNC chairman during the July 2016 DNC convention, and Rich had been dead for 2 weeks at that point. She is told to keep her mouth shut about the DNC hack, at first. As the convention starts, WikiLeaks drops the hacked emails, and she is told to keep quiet. Then, just a few days later, at the beginning of August 2016, all of that changed when she went to the White House for Barack Obama's 55th birthday celebration. Brazile's wake-up moment came when she visited the White House in August 2016, for President Obama's 55th birthday party. National Security Advisor Susan E. Rice and former Attorney General Eric Holder separately pulled her aside quietly to urge her to take the Russian hacking seriously, which she did, she writes. Reports Zero Hedge. So, the known liars and rats, Susan Rice and Eric Holder, urged her to take the Russian hacking very seriously, when just days before she was told to keep her mouth shut about the hacking. What changed? Well, of course, the bogus Russia-Trump narrative was born, right at Barack Obama's own birthday party inside the White House. Why would Brazile be scared of a sniper coming to kill her if Seth Rich's death was a random act of violence? Why would the DNC refuse to ever turn over their servers to the FBI? Why would Julian Assange put up a reward to anyone with information on Rich's death? And, lastly, who would need Rich dead? The Russians? Come on, that makes no sense. It has, of course, the Clinton crime family, who had everything to lose if whatever Rich stumbled upon came to light. Law enforcement experts always say, if you will witness to a crime and you want to stay alive, go public. That way, if you end up dead, the cops know exactly who did it. Still, if I was Donna Brazile, I'd be overseas under an assumed name. It looks like the dominoes are falling fast and hard for Hillary Clinton and her minions as Clinton insiders begin to jump ship, hoping to save their own skin. Share the story and leave a comment by clicking one of the buttons below. Follow us on Facebook at Mad World News.